guys, we're starting year 9. Hi, my name is Shardae. I'm a homeschool mom to 5 children. Their ages are 11, 8, 6, and then I have 3-year-old twins. And today we're going to talk about how our first week of our 9th year of homeschooling went. So, basically, nothing has changed. The only thing that I'm being more direct about this year is a little bit more independence and also structure for me, because what that means for this being our 9th year, me having 3-year-old twins, I think they're about ready to start actually learning a little something. Now, are we doing a full preschool curriculum? Absolutely not. I'm going to start them off with just like being very specific about letters, numbers, shapes, and colors. And then maybe by December, when we come back off of Christmas, I will start them on 100 teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons. And that will roll over into their official pre-K year. And then the second half of their pre-K year, this is just all planned. The second half of their preschool year, they will start from phonics to reading level K. But as of right now, they have been playing. And we'll get a little bit more into that. A little bit more of structured play around what they actually will be learning. So for my kindergartner, things are going great. He's moved in from phonics to reading the red book. We have not purchased a math for him yet. I've done Apologia level 1 for 2 years. And I'm deciding on whether I want to, it's just because I'm bored. The same thing happened with him for Saxon Math level K. It just because I've done it for so many years. But the contenders are, of course, Apologia level 1 because we know it. And then I was looking into Big Idea Math, which is like basically for public schools, but just something different. I don't think you can go wrong with lower level math. Like, basically, it's going to teach him how to add and subtract. That's the basis of what he needs to know. And then for my 8-year-old, he is technically, 3rd grade? So he's doing Apologia Math. He is doing, he's still in from phonics to reading level 2, the red book. And then for she's in 6th grade now, my middle schooler. Oh my God. For my middle schooler, she is finishing up the from phonics to reading the last level, which is the green book. And then we're doing Harcourt language arts. And then for math, of course, she's doing Apologia. And so basically, I had time during the summer to kind of play with our schedule to see what would really work for us. And the thing that has changed the most is basically what I'm releasing and what I'm going to continue to teach. So I will continue to teach language arts and math face-to-face with them one-on-one. And then so the kids have a list of must-dos and can-dos. So their must-dos are time with me. Their can-dos are basically history and science. And what I'm doing now is we have Hoopla through our library, and our science, which is Apologia Botany this year, is on Hoopla, so they can listen to the audio. So they have the book, they can adjust the speed to how they want it to go, and I'll just tell you they have to slow it down because they do kind of read kind of fast, because I want them to read along with the audio. So we slow it down to about 0.5, and then they follow it. And then also history. So for this month, though, this first 6 weeks, side note, we do a Sabbath schedule, 6 weeks on, 1 week off, or somewhere around that. It doesn't have to be exactly the 6 weeks. This 6 weeks is our history time. And so what they do is we're doing Story of the World. And also I do incorporate some picture books to supplement what I want them to know about history, specifically from the standpoint of from a BIPOC perspective. And so we talk about the different ways that the story is being told. It's probably one of my favorite things to talk about. But so I don't shield them from a Eurocentric view of history, but I do incorporate a little bit more with that. So that is how our schedule has changed. And also I have them reduce the speed to 0.5 as they're following along. Then, so that's Monday through Thursday. They do listen to it. That's their must do on their own without me. I do ask them questions. I also have the test book. And so my 6th grader, she chooses a question from the short answer, and we will make it we turn it into a paragraph form. So it might be like 1 or 2 sentences, but I ask a little bit more so she can extend it, and then she draws a picture. My 1st grader and 3rd grader, one of the little short question ones, like the multiple choice, I'll pick, or they can pick what they want to draw and what they want to talk about, and they just make a little fact. On Fridays, that's when we pull out the timeline, and they put something specific to something that stood out to them on their timeline. So everyone's timeline is going to look a little different. And then we will possibly do an activity. This Friday we did not, because we had an appointment. We didn't do the activity, but that is the plan. And if we miss it, I'm okay with that. Okay? Then, so then when we get to the next 6 weeks, it will be science, and the same thing will happen. They will listen to the audio they will do their little worksheets because they have the activity notebook. And then on Fridays, that's when we will do the labs that they've learned throughout the week. So Friday will be a big day. I'm thinking I will have the lab kits from Nature's Workshop. And instead of it being such a huge day, because there are a lot of activities and labs that go with Apology of Science, just my 3 school age kids, I will have them probably just pick one, because I'm assuming they will encounter more than 3. I know that they will encounter more than 3. So every Friday we'll pick 3, and we'll just pick from the bag, and then that's it. I don't think I have enough, because they still will have their other things that they need to accomplish. But yeah, so far I feel very good with the schedule, because it is not overwhelming. And so the goal is reading, writing, arithmetic +1. So the +1 is, that's all that I can handle, right? So then their +1 actually is going to be the what we do during our morning meeting. Some people call that morning basket, which is Bible, song, and then they will do, right now it is art. And we are not going from, today we do art, this day we do social emotional, social emotional. So Bible, hymn, social emotional, art. That's what happens within our morning time. And we go over the art lesson, but we don't do the activity together. That is in their can-do list. So I'm releasing that. If they don't want to do the activity that comes up in art, that's fine. But they need to do something, they can do something else. Like they can pull up Art Hubs for Kids or something. But, so then this 6 weeks will be art. The next 6 weeks will probably be health. And if we don't finish the art book, it's fine. I will just keep it moving until we're done. But then after that, we'll do health. And then after that, we'll find probably geography. Like we'll move on. So that is what I am committing to. Anything else, that's beyond me. They also are in, baseball, t-ball, softball. They're doing fall this year. They've done it in previous years as well. But so that starts up actually tomorrow. And then I don't really need to worry about PE. but I am worried about my health. So I will be doing the walking and the running and kind of like conditioning. They can do that with me as well. So yeah, that's how the first week went. We don't really need to adjust our schedule. I feel confident that this is going to work. I've had 9 years to kind of figure this out, and it's been looking the same, except I'm releasing some things, and I feel good about that. I have to make sure that I'm checking up on my 11-year-old, because she is pretty independent, but is she doing it correctly? Is she finishing it? Because sometimes she'll start something and not finish it. So I need to be more on, like, stick on her a little bit more, because basically she can read her own math and do it, but I still prefer to like teach it, make sure she understands it before she does her practice. And then with language arts, we kind, you know, the grammar, I'll teach it, she'll go away and do it. Vocabulary, she's on her own. We do still read together sometimes, but she's on her own a little bit more, excuse me, than she usually is. But I just have to make sure that she's going through her list of things. Oh, and typing is on their can-do list. What else is on their can-do list? Art, going outside. They must do 30 minutes of something with the twins. So my daughter's into crafting. She can do crafting with them for 30 minutes. My, 8-year-old is into sports and doing things outside. That's typically his thing. Anything. I think my husband kind of handed that over to him. I don't know if he really picked that or not, but he does something 30 minutes outside with them. And then my 6-year-old really doesn't do anything with them on his own, because I still consider him like very close to their age. So, but there's an hour in the day where the twins are doing something with their siblings, and I think, and it's something that their siblings like to do. It's not necessarily like you have to teach them this. I could kind of make a literacy thing that my 6-year-old could do with them, just like with some flashcards or something. Oh, you guys are helping me. So I might do that if he wants to, but I don't want to make him, because then it will be a disaster. And then the hard part is just managing the twins' tantrums. Deep breath, sister. But other than that, it's been going well, and this is sustainable. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below. I try to answer them to the best of my ability. I did not do a curriculum, what we're using this year. I need to do that. So if you're confused, like, wait, what is she using? Nothing really has changed. It's just the next level up if you look at my last year's curriculum reviews. But I will try to get one in. I haven't started seminary yet, but I've started studying for my ordination exams. So your girl is getting busy. It's getting busy. If you're looking for dinner ideas, you can follow me as well, because all of my shorts I switched to making them what we're having for dinner. So yeah, I'm just blessed and happy that we get to continue to do this for another year. And let me know, how has your first week gone? Have you even started yet? And yeah, don't forget to drink your water and repent. Bye. God loves you.